Good afternoon. My name is Kenlyn Kibler. I'm originally from Menominee, Michigan, but I currently live in Kewanee, Wisconsin. I've been in the adult degree program for about a year now, and my focus is on communications. I would like to tell you about a personal experience I had at a very young age. It was a very windy, storm threatening evening. The horses were jittery as they knew a storm was brewing. The older girls wanted to race their horses at the end of the field, and I was already having a hard time controlling my horse Bronco. The girls took off racing down the field as Bronco followed behind them, actually clearing right past them as I was hanging on for dear life. I was slowly falling off the saddle, and I finally hit the ground hard. He continued to do the race without me. My parents came up to me as I was on the ground crying, holding my arm. My mom was terrified as it was the first and last time that she was ever on a horse, and watching her daughter fall off the horse and lose control of her horse was very traumatic for her. My mother tended to my fears and tears as I was crying, and my dad went to collect Bronco. A little while later, my dad returned with Bronco, proud as could be as he won the race of a lifetime. My dad asked me very calmly to get back up on the horse. I exclaimed, I hated that horse and I never wanted to see him again. He said again, get back on that horse. And my mother exclaimed, please, Jim, her arm is broken. She needs to go to the hospital. My dad, for the third time, very calmly said, get back on the horse and I will walk you back to the barn. I was on the horse holding my broken arm, crying. My mom, too terrified to get back on her horse, was walking slowly behind, hanging onto me in my saddle. This is the first traumatic experience that I can recall as a child on a horse, and I was in the second grade. My parents own a boarding facility, and so I pretty much grew up on a horse. Bronco became my best friend and companion throughout my childhood. We rode daily and we had horse shows every weekend. He actually lived long enough to be a part of my wedding. Today I have two horses and I continue to show them. Horses have always been an active part of my life and have taught me patience and to never give up on things. Through the past 40 years of my life, my dad has asked me many times, aren't you glad I made you get back up on that horse? Thank you for listening to my story today.